Hello and welcome to the Canaccord Coffee Break podcast. I'm Jane Parry, the Chief Marketing Officer here at Canaccord Wealth, and I'm delighted to be joined by John Pullar-Strecker. Morning.
Hi Jane, morning. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, and welcome to a special edition of our podcast. So John and the Chief Investment Office team often investigate early ideas and research and analyse things that we might be interested in investing in on behalf of clients in the future. So we thought, because it's Christmas, rather than bringing our usual bite-sized market insight, we would give you a little bit of a thought-provoking vision of Christmas in the future. So just to be clear up front, John is definitely not a physicist, but John is an excellent research analyst. With that in mind, we definitely are not going to get too technical here, but just some food for thought. So this is way outside my comfort zone, John. It's something I have no idea about at all. I'm quite sure our listeners will probably feel the same in the main. But we are going to take a tour, a magical mystery tour of this brave new world of quantum and quantum computing, which is both mind-blowing and very weird. But we are going to start the podcast off with a quote from the CEO of Alphabet, who are the owners of Google, who is a chap by the name of Sundar Pichai.
Correct.
I've got that right.
Yes.
He said last month, I would say quantum is where AI was 5 years ago. So I think in 5 years from now, we'll be going through a very exciting phase in quantum. So I think we just need to all hold that thought as we go on this magical mystery tour. So our world of wonder, as it is Christmas, is going to take us into the life of the Christmas robin. The Christmas robin is a bird which migrates, and this apparently proves that quantum is real in nature. So John's going to talk to us a little bit more about that. And then, as we all love sitting on the sofa with our families at Christmas, we're going to have a look at what the future of Gringotts Bank from the Harry Potter series might look like. And the latest release in our virtual world is called the Christmas Quantum Safe. New edition, new release. So get ready with your popcorn. We're going to talk about that. And we will try and remember at the end to loop back to what all this means on the future of investing and wealth management. With that, let's get into it. We hear the word quantum everywhere, but actually, John, what does it actually mean? Because I have no clue.
Good question, Jane. So when we're talking about quantum, we're talking about the rules that tiny things that we can't see, like atoms and subatomic particles, follow. And these are rules that are very different from the rules we see in everyday life, which are explained by classical physics. So, as for example, gravity. Quantum is different. Things get weird at this super small scale.
Definitely weird and wonderful world. So if we can't see quantum, how do we know it's real? So I touched on Christmas robins. So perhaps you can explain how quantum exists in nature and guides the robin's migration?
Well, I'll try. So many migratory birds, so we include robins, can sense the Earth's magnetic field. Obviously, they can't carry a compass. They don't have pockets. But they rely on a quantum effect in their eyes.
Okay.
So robins have light-sensitive proteins called cryptochromes.
Cryptochromes.
In their retinas, so it's in their eye.
Okay.
Light hits the cryptochromes, and that creates what are called entangled electrons. So those are electrons that are connected. And this in turn reacts with the Earth's magnetic field. So they're effectively connected to the Earth's magnetic field, which helps them to fly because they send signals back into.
So they know which direction to fly in.
Absolutely. So it's like a compass effect.
Okay.
And that's called quantum entanglement.
Quantum entanglement.
Yes.
Okay. What other things go on in the
Was that another
in the natural world?
And these are all things that have been, proven by botanists,
very brainy scientists,
and scientists. So plants catching sunlight, so energy from the sun, it tries to find all of the pathways it can to find the fastest way to the plant's cell. And it does that, it explores it all at once, all at the same time. And that's called quantum coherence.
Quantum coherence, okay.
And then thirdly, the sense of smell. It's one of the strongest things that we have as human beings. And one of the reasons that we can smell things so quickly, because that alerts us to danger, for example, is that molecules can jump across barriers in your nose, letting you smell things faster. And that's called quantum tunneling.
Quantum tunneling. I feel like I'm repeating you all the way through this. Okay, all these new words you've never heard of before.
So imagine we're sitting here with a wall between us.
Okay.
The effects of quantum are such that the particle could go through the wall without damaging it to you.
Yep.
And that's just one of the amazing things about quantum in small scale.
I'm definitely having my mind blown today, John. Right. Okay, I'm going to go now in this magical world that we're now in to Harry Potter. And we talked about the latest virtual release of Harry Potter, courtesy of Canaccord Wealth, and Gringotts Bank, the latest release being called the Christmas Quantum Safe. If everybody could imagine Gringotts Bank meets quantum physics, and it's got a safe down in the dungeon. What makes this safe unbreakable? And how do these elements of quantum computing, quantum rules, make the safe so impenetrable that no one can break into it?
I'll try. So this, so this is an imaginary safe.
Yep.
In the future. So if we think about this safe having 4 dials.
Okay.
They're all spinning.
Yep.
So they're not ordinary metal dials. They all behave in different ways. So dial 1, you look at it, it's spinning really, really fast. So it's going through all the numbers.
Yep.
But you can't stop it. The only way of finding out what it is to press on it, at which point it becomes a number. But if it's not the combination of the safe, then it's the wrong number. And only by having that combination and knowing what it is, will you be able to open the safe. The problem is once you press that button and it's in one place, it can't spin again.
Oh, okay.
So the safe would be unopenable.
Right. And that's only dial 1 of
That's
4.
dial 1. And that illustrates superposition.
Superposition, quantum superposition. Okay, I got it.
So the second dial is called the entanglement dial.
Right.
Turning this dial instantly affects a matching dial inside the secure vault, even if they're separated.
Right.
If somebody tries to tamper with that dial, the internal one reacts immediately.
Okay.
It's instant.
Okay.
It's like having a pair of magical twin dials. Change one and the other one shifts, and you break the link and the whole safe locks down.
Okay.
So you have a tamper-proof safe. Any tacker touching this dial will just leave a detectable fingerprint in the quantum state.
And they can't open the safe.
And they can't open it.
Okay.
And you know that they've tried to open it.
Because the fingerprint's on it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Quantum
fingerprint.
That's dial 2.
That's the entanglement dial 2. Okay. What's dial 3?
So dial 3 is the no copy dial. So this dial has a rule. Its current state cannot be copied. So if a thief tries to, let's say, record its position, photograph it, clone it, the dial scrambles itself automatically. This is because quantum information, it refuses to be duplicated, which means that no one in the middle, let's say with a cash point, look at your number, no one in the middle can attack it. So it's a dial, if you think about it, that erases itself.
Okay.
The moment that somebody tries to take a peek, so it's gone.
So it's that one's definitely a magic dial.
That's our Harry. Yes, definitely Harry Potter.
And he's got a cloak on.
Absolutely.
Right, dial 4.
And then and a wand won't open it. And the dial 4 is the randomness dial. So this one doesn't spin according to software or patterns. If you think about making codes, it spins. It uses quantum randomness, and that's the kind that is impenetrable for any algorithm or attacker. It's completely random. So when the safe needs a new code, it generates numbers that are pure. You can't guess it. It's unguessable from nature. So there are 4 different ways of securing this code. So you have a safe that sits in many states at once. It signals instantly. If you try any one of those, which is Harry Potter, can't be copied or intercepted, and is it's random.
Okay. I'm liking this new Harry Potter magical movie. Okay. So just bring us back down to earth then. Perhaps we'll get off our broomsticks and stop playing Quidditch. What is the relevance of all of this to investing and wealth management then?
It's the power of quantum computing, Jane. And this is something that Sundar Pichai at Google knows really well. If you think about DeepMind and the first creators of generative of AI. And this is something that they're working on with their quantum computer. Yeah. But it's going to be very good at certain things, not everything, but certain things. So, for example, cryptography, as we've seen with our safes, both in terms of breaking codes, but also creating codes to make sure that things are safe, that communications that we have.
So in this sort of cybersecurity world, it could have useful applications there.
Cybersecurity, think about weapons, think about communications that we don't want other people to hear. So
you can protect your data, your intelligence behind these security walls, behind these 4 dials.
Exactly, with securities that you can't break.
Okay.
Unless you have the code.
Okay. Or unless you have an even more powerful quantum computer, I guess.
True. Secondly, and I think this is where things again get really exciting in terms of medicine, in terms of our understanding of illnesses. The quantum systems, the way that they work, they're unbelievably powerful because they can look, say, at molecules and how they might react, and there might be a whole number of different possibilities, and they can actually try and look at those and quantify those at once, all of these possibilities at once. Whereas classical computers and scientists, they can only look at the molecules one at a time.
Right.
What worked, what didn't work, what's good in combination. This will speed things up.
So it could revolutionise drug discovery or material science or that sort of thing.
Absolutely correct. It's speeding up and making some things that you just can't do.
Yeah.
With classical computers. I mean, these are problems that might take millions of years for computers to solve that quantum computers can actually solve in minutes.
Wow.
Potentially. So, and
it's looking good for my old age then, John.
Well, I mean, we're hoping. I mean, much sooner than that. I mean,
I don't know.
Potentially in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, the work that's being done at the moment, it's still early stage, but there are lots of companies working on this. It's going to be exciting.
Any other applications?
I mean, there are supply chains, traffic. I mean, an obvious other area would be financial portfolios.
Yeah.
So, being able to sort of analyze lots of data together and let's say look at sort of multiple possibilities, but looking them all at the same time. And that's the power of quantum computing.
Whew, blimey. So I better look what's in my takeaway coffee cup today. It's overflowing. It's absolutely overflowing today. Thank you so much for taking us on this tour of the wonderful world of quantum. I'm not sure I've quite got my head around it all. I quite like the little Robin, Bob Bobbin.
We all love Robins.
Bob Bobbin along in his quantum, proving that quantum is real in nature. I like the story of the quantum Christmas safe and the 4 dials. I'm imagining myself in Gringotts' basement looking at that safe right now.
Hopefully one day available on Amazon.
Yeah, maybe. And just thinking about how this technology is going to advance the world going forward, in equal measure, optimistic and scared, I guess. But looking forward to the Christmas future that this might bring.
It's using nature, which we're all part of, to actually develop computers that can help us understand more about the world. About us, Amazing. About space, about how black holes were created. Very exciting.
And I think you mentioned another podcast to me which is Quantum 101. So anyone who is interested in learning more about this, if you want to have your brain blown a little bit, please do check that out. Thank you again, John, for your time. Wishing you a happy Christmas and a prosperous 2026.
And the same to you, Jane. Happy Christmas and have a wonderful 2026.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Investment involves risk. The value of investments and the income from them can go down as well as up, and you may not get back the original amount invested. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. The information provided is not to be treated as specific advice. It has no regard for the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or needs of any specific person or entity. It is accurate at the time of recording and is subject to change.